Hello everyone, Jester Tester is back. This time we're not going to do a review, guys. I thought maybe we could just hang out and play a little bit of pinball. How about that? Alright, right now we're going to be playing it on the Toyshock pinball table. And first off, I want to say real quick, I never really did a review video on the Toyshock pinball table. The reason being is when the Toyshock pinball table was released, many people jumped right on it, got on the reviews, said their piece about it. So I didn't really find it necessary to do a review right off the bat. But what I wanted to do was talk about it now. I've had it since last May. It's almost a year since I've had this. So now I want to do basically a review video on how this is held up and where the company is going in the future. Okay, so first off, what's my impressions with the pinball table almost a year later? I have to say, guys, I love the Toyshock pinball table. Now, I know a lot of people had negative comments about the Toyshocks right off the bat. They claimed that there was too much lag in the flippers and all that stuff. Well, we do know now that the Falkies are putting out the new PCB boards. They're going to be coming out. I believe they're coming out in March, sometime in March. So we'll be getting the upgraded PCB boards, which is really great. But before any of that, I'm going to go back to the original. When I first started playing this myself, now I'm not a big V-pin aficionado by any means. And believe me, I know that there's $1,000 V-pins out there. I mean, there's some V-pins that I've seen. They've got 4K TVs in it and back boxes and this thing. They've got thousands of dollar computers running this thing. They've got 300 games, pinball games and everything. And if you can afford that and you could put that stuff together and you have the area and the size for that, that is awesome, man. More power to you. Go ahead and do it that way. But I'm the kind of guy where I just like to buy something at a decent price, have a decent fun time playing it. And that's what I liked about the Toyshock. It came in at a decent price. It really wasn't that bad of a price. And what I got for the money, I thought it was a really good bargain for the money. This thing was built like a tank right off the bat. Never had a problem with it. I have had many people in almost a year playing this like crazy. We have never had a problem with it since then. So this thing is held up and really well. The other thing I like about the Toyshock company is I have spoken to Linda Falke quite often. I have sent her emails. Now she or her husband has no idea who I am. They don't know I run a YouTube channel. They don't know I'm a content creator. I speak to them purely as a customer. Okay, that's all they know me as. And as a customer, they have given me unbelievable customer service. They have always answered any question I've ever had. Linda Falke herself has always emailed me back in a timely manner, always spoke in a very business-like manner, in a very caring-like manner. And when I say caring, I mean caring about their customers. And I truly get that from the Falkes. Now, I can't say that too much about certain other companies. I'm not going to name the companies because I'm not here to bash on any other company. But what I really like is when a company goes out of their way to take care of their customer base. I think that says a lot about a company. And I really believe that the Toyshock brand and the Toyshock company is going to do a lot of good things moving forward. I'm really excited to see where and how this new PCB board is going to improve this gameplay. Now, like I said at the beginning, I really didn't have too much of a problem with the gameplay. And most of the people that I have that come here aren't big V-pin players themselves. So they actually don't even see a problem with it themselves. Okay, like I said, when you really analyze it, you could see on some games there's a little bit of flipper lag, but it's so minute, you get used to it after a while. And like I said, as far as I'm hearing the PCB board that's going to be coming, That's why I wanted to do this video now, so we have something to go off of, because then I'm going to put it in and we're going to see the gameplay and see if it does ramp it up and fix the gameplay. If it does move it up to 60 frames a second and we have much smoother gameplay, then that's going to make this table absolutely perfect. And the other reason why I like the 3/4 size pinball tables, I know some guys don't like it. They say it's too small and all, but for me and a lot of other people like me, they don't have the room for those longer sized pinball machines. No matter how good they are, we just don't have the room, which I don't. I just don't have that room for that length of pinball table. So for me, these 3/4 size pinball tables are just fine. And as long as they work fine and they look good, it's good enough for me. I have to say that. So, that aside, let's get into some gameplay. Right now we're playing Lights, Camera, Action. This is one of my favorite games on the table. I think it plays really well and it looks really good. So let's take a look at this.
Ready, set, draw.
Now, one thing, I definitely am not a good nudger. I'm not a pinball nudger. See right there. I got to get better at my nudge game.
Ready, set, draw.
The other thing I liked about Toyshock's pinball table is right off the bat, they put a glass overlay in their machine. And I just heard that Arcade 1-Ups has plexiglass in theirs. Now, I'm very surprised at that. Now, Toyshock was able to put a nice heavy piece of glass right from the beginning. I'm very surprised, especially at the price point that Arcade 1-Up put in, that it's plexiglass. Now, I know Doug from Cool Toys, he actually just modded his and put a piece of glass in. And if I remember correctly, he said he got his from Lowe's, and it only cost him $10 for the piece of glass. So for the life of me, I don't understand why, at the price point Arcade 1-Up is selling theirs at, that they can't put a piece of glass in, a good piece of glass. I mean, it's nice that you're able to change it out, but man, I wish they would have glass in theirs right off the bat, because plexiglass does get a little funky after a while. You can't clean it that well. It leaves swirls in it. So that was another thing I loved about the Toyshock, that this was glass and it's sturdy. It's sturdy glass. And I know this doesn't have all the bells and whistles that some of the other ones have, with, you know, the exciters in there and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, but for me, that really isn't a big of a deal for me. It's just, you know, I'd rather a good pinball experience at a little less money. Let's play this one more time. I mean, I'm pretty sure going forward, Toyshock will probably put in some kind of haptic feedback, more than likely. I'll tell you what, if they kept it at this size and they had an active back glass on this, this table would be awesome. Especially on this game, the active backlash would be great, because especially on that draw sequence where you would see the drawing of the gun, I kind of like that on this game. So that I kind of miss if there was an active backlash. That would be cool. And after so long now of everyone playing on this thing, I mean, this plunger has not gotten loose. It hasn't gotten sloppy feeling. It's still nice and stable, and it's got a good feel to it. Wow, I'm doing terrible. Oh, save. Good. I think the only game on this table that really I don't like is Going Nuts. That table is crazy. That's like an anxiety ride, that thing. It's just, I can't even see what's going on. It's just too much going on. Let me know if anybody actually likes Going Nuts. The game, I should say. Oh, that's it. Let's see. All right, let's play one more. What one do you like? Let's see. How about... let's try Victory. I don't play this one that much. But this is a good one. Oh, God, I should have I messed that one up. Again, I never remember to nudge. I did it again.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, I remember one time when I was a kid, I remember being in an arcade. Oh, man. And the first time I found out that when you hit the table, it nudged the table. But I also found out that when you nudged it, you tilted the table. Well, there was one table I remember when I was a kid, I nudged it and it tilted and the alarm went off. And I never forgot getting in trouble. The owner of the arcade come running over and started yelling at me, don't be hitting the table like that and everything. So maybe that's why I don't nudge the tables so much anymore. Probably psychologically damaged me.
Check 1.
He went crazy. He's like, you can't be hitting the tables like that. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Check 1.
Oh, man, I let that go. Horrible, horrible. Oh, that's it. All right, that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to show you tonight. Thanks for stopping by and playing a little bit, hanging out with me. Maybe next time I'll play a couple of the other games on there. And hopefully we'll go through a couple of these games, and then as soon as we get that new PCB card in, maybe we'll put that in together, and we'll check out the difference that the new PCB card is going to make on this thing. All right, guys, so that's it. Jester Tester saying be well. Happy gaming, guys. Until we see each other the next time, we'll see you.